Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? This series is littered with Florida State heartbreaks in close games, but the last time they met, it was the Noles pulling out a close one.
Florida State found a way to get it done. If you can not involve the kicker a lot of times in this series, things will go well, but they executed.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First down for this offense. He'll put the tight end in motion. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Ward. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
Yeah, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? And Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. At the 20. Touchdown Seminoles. And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Ball is loose. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble, but man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Horton. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Get it out on the screen. Great move there. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. Timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
It's been the buzz of college football all week, fellas, and it's finally here. An update on that top 5 battle. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Missouri. We'll keep you posted on things until the clock hits zeros in a game that, for now anyway, has been very revealing.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Uiagalelei. They get to him as he throws. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Sometimes there are careless interceptions and other times forced ones, and the defense forced that one.
They did. Nice job dialing up the pressure. Great job getting to the QB. So much athleticism on this defense. And moving forward, this offense is going to have to be really careful thinking about how they need to protect their quarterback to give him a chance.
Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Coming after it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defense.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers this space out in the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to throw it to Uiagalelei. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. With the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, no! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build more. And that pass picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it 1st down at the 40. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. That ball came out a little late, and it was almost picked off.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and that's just on to the next down.
They'll leave it with him. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Back to throw, it's Uiagalelei. Fires to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. From the gun, give on the inside. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Coming out with it, it's Washington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Feeling some heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's McCormick. Open space at the 25. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page, though.
That should be the final play of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Using his feet to buy time. Grab near the marker. It's Horton. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that is just an awesome job in pass pro there on 3rd down, giving the quarterback an opportunity to scan the field and step into his throw.
He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Canes are on the move. The run from the shotgun. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Back to pass, it's Ward. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result,
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, bringing all these tight ends in the game, you like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Ward. He's going to run it. And the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, the quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have it.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. The official says no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Off the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for a deep man. And it's caught inside the 15. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane! They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Trying to power it in. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Back to throw. It's Uiagalelei. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Seminoles.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff team out there and ready to go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throat, and they gashed you.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's George. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together.
He's going for the big play. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right now?
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking downfield, it's Uiagalelei. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting them, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him, too.
He's going up top. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. On the move at the 30. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Tackled after picking up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. At the 20, he's got space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Noles! They put another score on the board as as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Guys, so far this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that could score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field, offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all game long.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air, it's Ward. Throws to the tight end. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. The Canes in the hurry-up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
A loss of 6 yards on the play. Brings up third down.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.